Ripple is continuing to work with more and more banks and is increasing its access for everyday people to XRP. The future is most definitely looking good, which is one reason more traders consider investing in Ripple. Do you also plan to invest in Ripple? So, if you plan to invest smartly and get rich, watch the video until the end to find out how to double the money, since we are going to discuss the ways of proliferating XRP profits and also how it has become huge in Japan. Before we begin, make sure to enable all your notifications to our channel to keep up with all the hottest secrets in the world of XRP. Now, without further ado, let us dive right into today's topic. One of the outstanding services by Ripple is its XRapid cross-border payment service. Ripple's XRapid cross-border payment service enables customers to transfer funds using XRP, making transactions faster and cheaper. And this certainly has made Ripple more popular among the investors. Now, before we get into details, let us take a look at the current price of XRP, shall we? XRP price at the time of filming this video on 2nd August 2021, Monday, is 74.3468 cents, with a 24-hour trading volume of $3,665,166,262. XRP price is down by 2.6% in the last 24 hours. It has a flowing supply of 46 billion XRP coins and a total supply of 100 billion. If you are contemplating buying or selling XRP, B2BX is currently the most active exchange. Also guys, please know that cryptocurrency's price frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. XRP is the crypto that is equivalent to the soap operas suburban women watched in 1996. Day by day, investors are increasing. Buyers moved in around 65 cents after Ripple declared that Japan's money transfer provider, SBI Remit, Philippines Mobile Payments Cooperation Coins.ph, and crypto transaction SBI VC Trade have coupled up to provide remittance payments from Japan to the Philippines utilizing Ripple's on-demand liquidity (ODL) service. And guess what? The Philippines diaspora is one of the 10 most populous globally, with higher than 5 million of its citizens living abroad. This market alone is $1.8 billion of money. Filipinos based in Japan transfer almost $2 billion to their home country every year. According to Ripple, it is a costly affair because Japan has some of the highest remittance fees in the world, which is over 10%. It's nearly twice as much as the average of all of the G8 countries, Ripple noted. ODL practices Ripple's XRapid cross-border payment service and enables customers to transfer funds adopting XRP, making transactions relatively quicker and more affordable. This is Ripple's first on-demand liquidity (ODL) assistance implementation in Japan, arranging the stage to drive more adoption of crypto-enabled settings in the region, Ripple said. By leveraging the digital asset XRP to reduce pre-funding, the two organizations can also free up capital and stimulate the development of their own payments businesses. We see enormous potential in leveraging blockchain technology to change not only the way payment activities are made, but in how we handle our business by unlocking trapped capital, said Nobuo Ando, who is the representative director of the SBI Remit. The introduction of ODL in Japan is just the start, and we look ahead to proceeding to push into the next edge of financial innovation beyond real-time payments in just the Philippines, but to other areas of the region as well. Also, this deal is part of Ripple's explosive growth in the larger Asia-Pacific (APAC) region. With growing e-commerce clout, increasingly mobile populations, and rising clarity around cryptocurrency regulations, Asia-Pacific is one of the fastest-growing regions for Ripple, with transactions growing 130% year-over-year. The news comes on the heels of the long-standing dispute between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) that pressed heavily on XRP. In December 2020, the SEC filed a case upon Ripple for raising $1.3 billion by selling XRP in unregistered securities offerings. XRP fell by 67% to 21 cents in December, before returning to $1.9 in April this year between the broader market bull frenzy. Though when Bitcoin took a big hit in May, that also punctured the bull run in XRP and other coins. XRP recently hit lows near 50 cents. Japan's fondness for XRP is being examined after the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission (SEC) filed suit against Ripple Labs. The complaint argues that Ripple failed to register XRP as security or try an exception before the company started selling it 7 years ago. However, Japan considers XRP to be a cryptocurrency, unlike the US, which considers XRP security. However, this has no significance on the SEC's accusation that Ripple sold XRP in unregistered securities transactions. Besides, the US classification of the cryptocurrency isn't likely to impact how Japan treats XRP. Although XRP is still publicly available in Japan, some local XRP users appear somewhat shaken by the lawsuit. Following the filing, a series of prominent crypto exchanges, including Coinbase and Binance, declared that they would delist or suspend XRP from their US platforms. Though XRP has a solid global fan base, many people see this lawsuit as an attack on virtual currencies in general. The SBI's influence, Ripple's marketing, and relatively straightforward regulation that has classified XRP as a cryptocurrency are the ones that drive XRP's popularity in Japan. Although we are worried about the suit, Ripple's technology will continue to be adopted by banks worldwide for processing remittances. The ODL via Ripple's RippleNet cross-border payment service will allow the companies to transfer funds from one fiat currency to XRP and from XRP to another currency. This indeed is a fantastic benefit. Also, this move follows on from Ripple's expansion in Asia after acquiring a 40% stake in the cross-border payments firm Tranglo in March. Now, what do you think the price prediction for XRP is? According to walletinvestors.com, if you are looking for virtual currencies with good returns, XRP can be a profitable investment option. XRP price was equal to $0.751 on 2nd August 2021, Monday. So if you buy XRP for $100 in this case, you will get a total of 133.198 XRP. Based on wallet investor forecasts, a long-term increase is expected. The price prognosis for 1st August 2026 is $2.585. With a 5-year investment, the revenue is expected to increase around 244.21%. Your current $100 investment may be up to $344.21 in 2026. This price prediction indicates that XRP is a good choice for investment. Now, let us take a look at the advantages of investing in Ripple. Many crypto analysts and speculators believe Ripple has a bright future, making it a winning option for new and verified traders. So, here's a quick peek at why XRP is a good investment. It is affordable. Ripple is presently trading at 74 cents per coin. In other words, it's cheap as opposed to its previous high level in 2018. You can pull up a severe amount of Ripple for less than a few $100s, while even a small punt of $50 would get you more than 200 coins. Ripple hit an all-time high above $3.10 in 2018, but some market analysts assume it will push beyond the $1,000 limit within the next 10 years. Other forecasts are far more confident. So, considering its low price and increasingly mainstream demand, snapping up some Ripple is a comparatively low-risk option with the potential for a significant return on investment. It resolves problems and generates possibilities. Ripple solves obstacles for large financial organizations. It also speeds up the course of capital, which is terrific for the economy. However, Ripple could operate for small business owners too. If it grows to be widely utilized, the Ripple platform will contribute millions of sole dealers and organizers with access to the global economy. Ripple is not just another cryptocurrency. Ripple is much more than a cryptocurrency or technology, and it is a fully fledged corporation. Ripple Labs Inc. has over 500 full-time workers, including public relations and marketing professionals who develop the technology for banks, investors, new users, and the people. Partnerships and investors. Ripple has possibly the best support by financial organizations out of the entire cryptocurrency market. In some circles, it's more fancied than Bitcoin. Their first significant banking partner to use the Ripple payment protocol was German bank Fidor in May 2014, according to Pete Rizzo of CoinDesk. Today, some of their biggest partners include American Express, Santander, and MoneyGram, as mentioned earlier, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. And just like we discussed earlier in the video, it is becoming more and more popular in Japan and all over Asia. However, we need to know that XRP is not a crypto with just pros, but just like any coin, it also has cons. Like any investment, installing your money into Ripple is not risk-free. So here's what you should understand about the uncertainties of investing in Ripple. There would not be any more new Ripple. There will ever be 21 million Bitcoins, and while the amount of Ethereum is endless, the creation will decrease over time. This restricted supply could push up demand in the future, leading to significant price increases and enormous gains for early investors. Ripple is complex. All the XRP coins are pre-mined and now in distribution. It's not decentralized. For blockchain purists, XRP isn't a genuine cryptocurrency. Many claim that it goes against the policies of decentralization and economic independence. Unlike Bitcoin, which is mined and then traded anonymously among users, Ripple was explicitly designed for the banking and economics industry. Its prime purpose is to resolve issues within the banking industry rather than revolutionize ordinary people exchange or store value. Strong rivalry. Ripple's biggest rival is SWIFT, the most extensive international payment system and the favored choice of some 11,000 financial institutes. Ripple will need to overcome the notoriously Luddite banking sector. Its payment contracts offer a more reliable, quicker, and safer clarification than SWIFT. SEC case is continuing. Though we discussed above that things are beginning to look great with Ripple's SEC case, there is nevertheless a risk that Ripple could lose. It stretches over Ripple like a gray cloud. The SEC, likely under political influence, may want to make a model out of Ripple, leading them to take up illegal tactics. For example, in April it was revealed in court that the SEC had supposedly sought out the damaging report on Ripple from overseas, which disrupted federal rules in the USA. Sadly, Ripple is not out of the woods yet. However, it became apparent that the SEC's case is weak and increasing confidence that Ripple can accomplish the case. This has put the price of XRP on an uphill trajectory, which it seems to be still riding. So guys, do any of you plan on investing in XRP? Do tell us in the comment box below. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment, financial, or trading advice. It would be best if you did not treat any of the content as such. Do conduct your due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. And with that, it's time to end the video. We hope this session was informative. Do let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for more content just like this one and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. Until then, fellas.